them? Where would they hold him? Tell us about Holly and Luke.
I don't know. I'm scared. He said, he said...
Gregory, he said.
Holly and Luke, he said that they were going on...
What?
On a different journey. Far, far away. Far...
The X-Town.
Well, here's a familiar face from an old familiar score. You're looking fine, Piano.
That'll be enough, Mr. Spencer.
Excuse me, basket travel is not my mode of transportation. No movie, no food, no frills, and a couple of bashes on the head. I'm a little edgy.
You know, I'm curious, Gregory. Aren't you taking quite a risk bringing us back here?
What makes you say that?
Well, in case you've forgotten, Celia spent a little time here herself. She could bring the authorities right back into your lap.
Now, be careful. This may be something he hasn't thought of.
You seem to have forgotten something. A little slip that I made when I said that the two of you would be going on a journey far, far away. Now, just what do you think Celia's going to tell Scorpio?
Well, she'll have to remember that first, won't she?
Oh, yes. But she will. Perhaps not at first, but eventually.
Meanwhile, we're stuck here.
Don't think of it that way. Make yourself comfortable. Dinner will be at the usual time. Come, Jamal, we have plans today.
He's right. Celia's going to tell them that we've been taken far, far away.
And Robert will never know that we've been brought back here.
We sunk, English.
Where would they hold him?
I don't know.
Try.
Anything wrong?
No, let me think. They had us in a room with pillows.
Yeah,
And then,
go on.
and then they took us to another place in a wagon.
Yeah?
There was an idol, a Buddha.
Buddha, I drag it after parade every day.
They keep it at Sung Cho Lee's pavilion. Let's go.
Yeah, help her.
Come on.
Spy.
No, love. You weren't to know that.
No, this is all my fault.
No, nothing's your fault.
Yes, Holly is in there and Luke is in there, and it's because of me. I didn't know. I should have known.
It's nothing to do with
No,
you.
no,
It's
no.
just
It is all
porn.
my fault.
It's not your fault.
No, the idol. There was an idol.
I know where the idol is, Celia. Don't worry about it. Dodson, listen. You watch every door and window in this place.
Yes, Commissioner.
What's the news on the gypsy woman?
Nothing so far.
Connie, stay with her, will you? We're here to see Sung Chu Lee. I'm Commissioner Scorpio.
I will announce him, sir.
Come on.
We're not too late.
This is an honor, Commissioner. You brought friends. Well, welcome to the High Ping Pavilion.
We're here on business.
Oh, I see. Well, anything I can do to help, I'd be glad to.
This lady here claims that she was held captive in this place along with two others.
Here? Oh, in our pavilion?
Yes.
That is impossible. We have not had guests the entire time we've been here, except the daily visitors.
He's lying, Robert. I swear it. I remember this place. I remember all of it.
Young lady, whatever you're suffering from, I've never seen you before in my life.
Robert, he is lying. I know this place. This is it. This is where we were held.
Would it be all right with you if we searched?
Well, please, go right ahead. Search every inch of the grounds. I mean, there's nothing going on here that would be suspicious as in nature.
You take this from the rest of you. I want you to check every single room, closet, and door. Then report back here.
You are wasting your time, my dear.
The WSB knows where your country stands politically, Sung Cho. And I'm not going to take your word for anything.
This is the pavilion where we were held. I know it. I would recognize the room.
Let's have a look around, Connie.
Go ahead. I'm hiding nothing.
He's lying through his teeth. This is where we were held, Holly, Luke, and I.
Listen, you might as well sit down, English.
I can't. I have to keep moving. I'm too nervous. I have to keep moving until I fall down or wear a hole in the rug or whatever.
It's not going to help, you know.
Well, have you got a better suggestion?
Yeah, there's an old adage. Save your strength and use your head.
Ever the optimist.
Hey, baby, optimism is all I got left, and optimism has pulled me through a lot of tighter spots than this.
Well, I need a little more reassurance than that. I need something to hold on to.
Holly, we've done everything we can. We're back in the Gulistan Pavilion. Celia heard all the clues that Grant gave to us. The door, the fountain. Come on, she's got to have picked up something from all that stuff about the persimmon.
But she doesn't trust Grant, so she's going to disregard everything that he said. And what happens when Gregory realizes that he's finished everything here, he's got what he wants, he can go home?
Then he'll let us go.
Or kill us.
I think we're in greater danger if Gregory doesn't have what he wants. If somebody tries to get real cute and smart and gives him a fake microfilm or something, then we're in trouble.
If that's the case, I think we're more value to them if we're alive.
Either case, what's important is, if Grant is indeed on our side, if he is an ally of ours, if Gregory tries to step in and waste us, maybe he can help.
That's assuming that Celia wasn't the only one he was interested in saving.
I don't think so. Otherwise, why would he spend all that time leaving clues for us? I think what you and I should be concerned about is that Robert doesn't get cute. I mean, what if he decides to give them some kind of fake microfilm or something? If that happens, baby, we dead meat.
Sounds like you trust Grant now more than you do Robert.
I don't know what motivates Robert. I don't know him anymore.
Well, I do. Robert is exactly the same that he's always been. He would never do anything to jeopardize our lives.
I hope you're right, and I'm glad you're so sure of it.
Well, why aren't you so sure? What's happened to you, Luke? I don't understand. Don't you trust anybody anymore? Has your mistrust of me extended to the whole world?
Haven't you ever heard the story about the little boy who was burned from head to toe, spent the rest of his life avoiding fires?
Did I hurt you so much that you've soured to everybody? Is that what you're saying?
I didn't say that, babe. You did.
Well, being hurt isn't your personal domain. You know, I have a few scars myself.
Okay. I'm sure you do. So what, you want to compare scars?
Sure, why not? If we're going to die, we should at least clear the air before we do.
This is it. This is the room where we were held.
Sure?
I'm positive. Luke, Holly, and I were right here. Well, it's empty now.
This room is used for storage, as you can see. Certainly, it's no place to house visitors.
You are lying. We were here. What did Grant and Gregory do with them? Luke and Holly, what did they do with them?
Grant and Gregory? Now, who are they?
You know who they are. They were right here with you. They're your friends.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Robert, you have got to believe me. This is where we were. This is where we were held.
Now, to imply that I was involved in such a thing is ludicrous. I'm in a foreign country. And my country wants no ill feelings. This accusation is completely groundless.
No signs of anything suspicious.
You checked everywhere?
Anywhere they could have hidden them.
What about baskets?
What baskets?
Baskets. We were carried here in huge baskets. Did you see any baskets that would prove that I wasn't lying?
Okay, did you see any baskets?
No, none at all.
You see, this young lady obviously mistaken our pavilion for another.
Maybe. Anyway, thank you, Sung Chu, for your hospitality.
Not at all. I'm sure you can find your way out. I'll sing on your life. Now, if you excuse us, there are preparations to be made for the parade. Good day.
Why don't you wait for us outside?
don't believe me?
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Of course we believe you.
Look, they've simply been moved, that's all.
Question is where?
Gregory just said far, far away.
That doesn't make any sense. I mean, far away. Well, they need them close by.
Unless... Oh, Lord. They said that Grant was going to go with them. They're going to kill them. Robert, you've got to do something.
Well, until we know...
No, there's not enough time. They use me to get what they want. Now the others are completely expendable. For all we know, they've already killed them.
Celia.
They have got their microfilm, Connie. They've got it already. Why do they need to keep Luke and Holly alive?
Okay, English, go ahead. The floor is yours. Start clearing the air.
All right. I loved you very much, and you broke my heart.
And now, wait a minute. Come on, give me a break. That was supposed to be my line.
Oh, don't be flip. Please, just this once, say exactly what you feel. Don't be flip.
All right, I'll tell you what I feel. But it's only a replay. You cannot forgive me for pretending to be dead. And I cannot forgive you for marrying Robert.
What you mean is that you can't forgive me for not being faithful to your memory.
Well, maybe.
Did you stay faithful to your dead wife?
Don't you talk about that.
Why not? You can't forgive me and you can't forgive yourself.
Laura had nothing to do with you and me.
What we had was wonderful. Your sense of fun, your caring, your tenderness. But it didn't add up to enough, did it?
It could have, English. It should have.
But it didn't add up to your trusting me.
Well, this we've been through before, and you know why.
Luke, we are probably going to die. Why aren't you holding me?
English.
No, I can't. You're holding me in your arms, and all I can think about is Robert. I love him. I truly love him. I just realized how much.
What do you mean?
It's kind of strange. I married Robert. And you know, I really loved being married to him. I really loved being with him, everything. But you were still there, just below the surface. You were as if you were standing between me and Robert. And I learned to live with it. I thought I would always have to live with it.
Didn't you and your husband talk about it?
Yes, we talked about it at first, and then after a while we tried to ignore it. I guess we were being careful of each other.
So what about now?
It's gone. It's as if there is nothing between me and my love for Robert. I'm sorry, Luke.
So am I, English. You know, for a long time I had this fantasy that you and I would find a way back to each other. But it's too late.
The others?
I don't know. Still being held, I suppose. They're going to verify the microfilm before they release him, I think.
Can't stop shaking.
Yeah.
Why don't I get you a glass of water? You'll feel a lot better. I'll call the Quartermains, too.
Listen, we're going to have to ask you some more questions.
Where were you being held?
Oh, we've done that.
Well, okay, where?
The High Ping Pavilion. As soon as we found out, we went there immediately. If Luke and Holly had been there, they'd been moved.
All Gregory said was far, far away.
Not out of the country.
Sounds that way.
Damn. Why? A top scientist could have verified the microfilm's authenticity within a day at the most. Did you hear them say anything else?
No. No,
I think it may have been something subtle, maybe just a hint of that something.
Robert, I was so scared that every time I looked at him, I just started to come apart.
Him, you mean Gregory?
No.
Of course. Grant.
No, please don't say that name, Robert. I never want to hear that name ever again.
All right. It's okay, love. You're safe now.
We just want to help you.
You and the others.
Now, what can you tell us about where you were kept?
I showed you. I showed them.
Oh, you said you were moved. What about before that? Where were you?
I don't know. I don't know. Another room. They're going to kill them. They are going to kill them. I know they are.
Remember, we gave them the microfilm.
You don't understand. They don't trust anyone. They
Celia.
are going to kill them.
Celia, please, you've got to try to help us.
I should have been smarter. I should have realized about Grant a long time ago.
Come on, look, it's all behind you now. We got to find Luke and Holly now.
No. It's too late. It's too late.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It is.
It's not too late. It's not too late. Hey, look, calm down, will you?
You don't
Calm
tell
down!
people, Robert.
Everything's going to be fine.
Robert.
Sorry, Tiff. Look, there's no time to talk, love.
No, wait, please, this is important.
Look, be quick, will you? We got Celia here.
Did you find Holly and Luke?
Well, look, I've got to go, love.
Would you wait just a second, please? Claudia, she saw Gregory.
Where? When?
Yesterday at that, that African thing.
Yeah, I know. I met Gregory there, face-to-face encounter.
Well, isn't he one of the people you're looking for?
Look, I've got to go, all right? I'll call you later.
Why didn't somebody tell us? What have you done
right.
so far?
You're okay. You're all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. All right. All right.
Monica, let's get her to the hospital.
Yes.
Come on.
What are we waiting for?
We got Margaret there.
We have to question her.
Not here. You're not going. Maybe at the hospital. Come on. You're all right now. Come on.
Well, I think we ought to get over there.
No, I'll go alone. You stay here in case someone in the field calls up.
That could be something right now.
Let's find out. Scorpio.
Robert, it's Bert. I thought I better check in. Did you get anywhere with Celia?
Not yet, but we're working on it. What do you guys got?
Well, we're all over the city, but no sign of Luke or Holly anywhere. At Expo, the airport, bus station, train depot, you name it.
Damn!
Robert, you still there?
Bert, keep working on it. And if you come up with anything at all, will you call us here?
Yeah, will do.
Thank you. It's okay. We're going to find her.
Well, there's a clue out there somewhere, and I'm going to find it.
Things hadn't have turned out the way they did, it wouldn't have been too late.
No, I guess it wouldn't. But it was my fault, you know. I held on to that damn desk. I think it was the lamest thing I've ever done.
Then why did you do it?
I don't know. Kind of got a kick out of it, I guess. I saw Grant drop it. I knew everybody wanted it. I soon found out it was the awesome Prometheus disc. I had it. And nobody knew I had it.
So you did know how important it was.
Oh, sure. I saw Robert and the whole WSB busting their buns to try and get a hold of it. And I knew where it was, and... Oh, the truth is, I had something Robert wanted. And he's had someone I wanted. That made us even.
You know, that's incredibly irresponsible.
I know it's irresponsible. You don't have to tell me that. But don't forget, I was crazy and I was angry. Robert raided my place. He sided with Lee. Oh, and a bunch of stuff that really doesn't matter anymore. The point is that when I found out what I had and what was at stake, I was going to give it back. And then I found out that the DVX had a mole at the WSB offices in Washington. And at that time, Holly, I felt that I was the only person responsible. I felt that I had to take care of it. I had to hold on to it.
But you still held on to it even after Gerald was killed and then Natalie?
Yeah, I know, okay? I know that. I've made some real stupid mistakes. But I thought I was doing the right thing. And I was very confused, and everybody around me was lying to me. So I went up to the mountain. And I talked to my friend Jed, and he kind of put my head back on for me.
That was when you decided to turn it over to Robert.
That's right. I went to your house, and I was going to give it to Robert. Grant was there. And then I realized that the WSB was willing to sacrifice you and Celia for that desk. Now this I cannot understand, nor will anybody ever be able to make me understand. So I figured the best thing to do was kind of hang with Grant for a while. So I did until he knocked me out, stole the disc, and the rest is history.
A lot has happened, you know. And we have both changed a lot.
Yes. We've changed a lot. I've made some gross errors the last few months. But I will never forget that about a year ago, I met a lady on the top of a mountain. And I fell in love with her. And we had some real magic times together. And I don't regret a moment of it.
Neither do I.
Thank you. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you very much. Look, oh, Robert, no. Excuse me.
Wait a minute. You've got to let me question her.
No way.
Listen, she is probably the only person that can help me.
Commissioner, she is in no condition to talk to anybody.
Lives are depending on what that woman can tell me.
Yes, and my patient's health is most important, Robert.
All right. How long then?
I mean, Robert.
Alan, you can't talk to her now, Robert. Later on.
Come on,
You have
let's
to be
get her.
sedated. All right.
Let's get her out of here.
Let's go.
Let's go. Look, Quentin, Edward, and you too, Robert, you might as well just stay here because you're not going with us.
I'll tell you, I've got a better idea. Why don't you all go home? We'll call you. Well, absolutely not. I'm going to stay here.
Yes, me too.
Don't worry about me. I'm going nowhere.
All right, fine then. We'll call you if we know anything.
All right.
Okay.
Sir.
Can I interest anybody in a cup of coffee?
No, thank you. No, I'm going to stay here and wait.
Robert?
No, thank you, but I've got some other things to do. Jesse, tell Ruby and Bobby that I want to see them.
All right. Shall I tell them what it's about if they
Just
have?
tell them I'm here and that I want to talk to them, please.
That isn't good news.
I only wish. Come over here. We'll talk.
Someone said they brought Celia.
Yeah, she's tired, upset, but unhurried.
What about Luke and Holly?
Sit down, I'll tell you. Okay. They haven't been released yet.
Why? I thought you'd made a deal.
Yeah, well, they obviously want to check out the validity of the ransom.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, it's a bit of microfilm with some rather valuable information on it. As soon as they find out that it checks out, I'm sure that they'll release Luke and Holly.
What does Celia have to say?
From what she can remember, well, not a hell of a lot. It's not been of much help to us.
But they are safe.
Yeah, from what I can understand, they're alive and in good shape.
How long?
I guess that depends on how long it takes them to check out the microfilm.
Robert, phone call for you.
Scorpio.
Good afternoon, Commissioner. Don't bother to try and trace this call. It's going to be a very short one.
How did you know I was here?
Valentine. I told him I'd only speak with you.
The deal was for 3 hostages.
And you shall have them as soon as we're certain that the microfilm contains the genuine equation.
It obviously doesn't matter that I gave you my word.
Oh, I trust you, Commissioner. But you have such disreputable friends.
Gregory? Hello?
You know, in a way, I feel relieved because for a long time I knew it wasn't going to work out for us.
You know, I think we worked it out today.
I hope so. And I want you to understand this, because I mean it. I want you and Robert to be happy together.
Thank you. We will be, I'm sure, assuming that you and I live long enough to see him again.
If it's Grant, we have to try to communicate with him. Dinner. Another Golestani desert feast. What is this? Goat's head soup, camel dung pie, mystery meat. You ordered this from Kelly's Diner?
Very funny, Mr. Spencer, but you always did have a unique sense of humor.
Thank you.
I think you should laugh now. If the microfilm turns out to be a phony, it'll be your last one.
Did you see that?
Yes, he signaled us. What does it mean?
It means he's on our side. It means we're not alone. Give me your hands. It means Grant is going to help us. That's what it means.
Okay.